Let's talk another deal. Up on deck is Mastermind member Tim Benskin. Hello, Tim. How are you today?
Hello, Jay. Good, good. I just got back from North Carolina.
I heard that yesterday.
Yeah, last night. Yeah.
All right,
So we were
Tim.
in Swannanoa, North Carolina.
Okay. All right, Tim. We want to hear about your deal.
Okay, well, this one is going to be a little bit different than the other ones you've heard, kind of like what Crystal was saying. So, this house we bought, this was the last house we bought. It was actually next door to a house we had bought from a wholesaler, and we had contractors working on that house. And I just happened to be over there one day, and the neighbor comes over and says, "Hey, would you buy my house?" And I said, "Well, it depends on the price." So, so anyway, he wanted 150 at the time, and I said, "No, we can't do that." And so we got him after talking to him and trying to figure out what his needs are. We settled on 130. The ARV on it was 180.
So wait a minute. So your source of finding this deal was word of mouth, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Referral,
Make
from
a
the guy I
referral.
bought it from.
All right. So you purchased it for 130, right?
Yep.
Now the asking was 150.
Yeah.
So you bought it for 20,000 less than the asking. All right, so purchase was
hmm
130, go ahead.
Okay. And when we walked this, we decided we weren't going to do any work to it whatsoever.
No
So
work.
we're no work, and we were going to do a lease option to purchase, and we were going to do a work for equity on what little bit it needed.
All right, well so just to make sure all of our listeners understand, what do you mean by work for equity and what is that?
Okay, well, when we found our buyer, there was a few things that needed to be fixed. So what we did is we came up with a price so for each item that needed to be fixed, and we added that in as an addendum to the lease purchase agreement that our lawyer did. And so we worked it out. So everything he fixes, I got to inspect it and I got to approve it. And if we agree on it, he can get another $10,000 off his purchase price at the end
Nice.
of two
So
years.
you're selling it on terms.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's your selling price?
And then we sold it for 187.
All right, so 187 and you didn't have to touch it. I like that.
Yeah. The only thing we did, we had a carpet cleaner come in and clean the carpets. That's it.
Gotcha. So you're going to have multiple profit centers on this deal.
We are.
If and when the buyer gets mortgage ready, which if you don't force them into credit repair, that's sort of a slim. Now, did you
hmm
collect a non-refundable lease option deposit?
We did. We got $8,000.
All right, there's a writer
Six
downer. So
three
you
six.
collected
What?
an $8,000. The legal term is option fee, but
hmm
most of the time we call it a non-refundable lease option deposit. Um, Now, did you buy it on terms or did you use private money?
We used private money on this one.
Did you pay all cash?
Yes.
All right, so let's take a look at the cash flow per month.
Sure.
So you, how much did you borrow?
We borrowed 130,
All right, so you borrowed 130,
and we
and
used two private lenders.
so it's a total borrow of 130,
And the first, yep, the first private lender we borrowed 85,000 at 8%,
right?
and we pay him $566.66 a month. And the
Okay.
second private lender we borrowed 45,000 at 10%. We pay them $375 a month.
Oh, so
So
both of
that
your, so this is very important to take a look at here. So
so that's 941.66, Jay.
940 per month. So you got $940 a month going out to your private lenders. And how
hmm
much are you going to bring in per month from your work for equity buyer?
Okay, so our lease to him's 1450 a month, and then we
Nice.
pay we pay insurance and taxes out of that as well. So our cash flow every month is $284.34 a month cash flow every month.
Okay.
At the end of the 2 years, just
So
on
you
that
gave him a
month,
2-year term to get to exercise the option, right?
yes. So at the end of that 2 years, with that cash flow, we'll have $6,824 that we would have collected, plus the 8,000 we already collected. And then once he cashes us out, with the 187, we'll get a $39,000 payday at that point.
Nice.
If
And
he
that's all from not
exercises
touching
this,
the house.
right.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, and I'm sure he's already working on the house. So he's gonna have $10,000 credit in there. So that's why I put 39,000. So at the end of the whole thing, after paying, for the carpet cleaner, everything, we're gonna end up with $53,044.86 when he cashes us out, total on the deal.
I'll take $53,000 all day if I ain't got to touch a house.
Right.
That's amazing. So, any takeaways or lessons on this deal you'd like to share, Tim?
Well, we kind of lucked out because when we bought the house next door, I bought it from a wholesaler, and it had a shared driveway. And I don't usually like to buy shared driveways, but in this neighborhood, they're kind of commonplace. So after looking at it, there wasn't a shared driveway agreement with the two properties. So what we did is when we bought the other property, we did a shared driveway agreement, had our attorneys do that. And that made the other house sell for more money because we had an agreement in place.
Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Tim, congratulations on this amazing deal. And I'm giving you right now the very, very sophisticated golf clap right there. Thank you so much, Tim, for sharing
Yeah.
valuable lessons right there.